Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video today on Anime Final Strike. In this video today, I will be showing you how to go from a noob to a pro in under 24 hours with these top tips that you definitely need. This is a great guide for starters and I highly recommend it, so please make sure you watch till the end. And yeah, before I get started with the video, please make sure to like and subscribe because it would really help my channel out a lot and it'll just grow it more. And I'll be able to also get CC rules soon as well. And you know, it takes time recording videos and editing them, and actually I would also like to clear up something. I've been gone for a while because just recording and editing takes too long, but you know, this new tower defense game just released and it just brought a spark, just lit a spark in me.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
So yeah, I just thought I might as well just make a new video on this because I'm actually like really enjoying the game right now. It's pretty fun. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So obviously guys, you load in and you'll see 3 units at the start to pick. It doesn't really matter which one you pick, just pick one because you'll just not use them most likely. But anyways, after you pick them, what you want to do is you want to go into codes here and be sure to check out like if there are any new codes in the game like at any time. I will link their Discord in the description so you can check if they do release any new codes because they can expire really quick and you might only find out about the code when it expires though. So yeah, as of right now, thanks for 30k likes is the only code I know that currently works. So yeah, just put that in, it's most likely to work. If it doesn't, then tough, but there will be new codes though, so just check in the Discord, remember. After that, you'll get a bunch of gems, and I highly suggest you start summoning first no matter what mythic's on the banner because you do need some legendaries. And you could also possibly get a mythic as well, but legendaries are the easiest to get. And also before you start summoning, I highly suggest you buy VIP because this will help you in the long run 100%. 20% off summons is massive.
And you know what else is massive? Low taper!
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
And it's permanent as well, so throughout the whole game, you'll spend less than some other people summoning.
Well, no fucking shit.
Which could, you know, help you get the secret in the banner, or maybe a mythic. So yeah, definitely buy VIP. But now I will show you what legendaries and mythics you're going to aim for basically. So we'll start off with the legendaries here. There's only 3 legendaries here that you should be aiming for. Number 1 is Black Roku. First of all, he's the only hill unit in the game, I'm pretty sure, except from Usopp, but you won't be able to get him at this point, you know, it's too early. He's a really good unit from what I've heard and what I've seen actually as well, so I highly recommend him. He will carry you throughout the whole story, I'm pretty sure, even if you don't have a mythic. The second one I suggest as well is Magma and Myral, since he does burn, and so does Ace as well, but I'm pretty sure Magma and Myral is way better than Ace, well, from what I've seen and heard as well. So I highly suggest him. He does burn, I think he's got a good SPA, I think he's got a good AoE as well, I'm not sure. The third legendary unit you would need is Nami, since she's one of the 2 only farm units in the game. She can arguably be better than the other farm unit, but she's still a good unit to use, and especially for beginners as well. So yeah, I highly recommend Nami and Black Roku. Magma and Maryl's fine as well. And in the chances you do get a mythic, there would be 3 mythics I currently suggest for you guys to aim for as a beginner, which the first one would be Ichiru Masked. First of all, his Unevo mythic is really good, and I can say this from experience as well since he was one of my first Unevo mythics, and yeah, I can say he is a beast and he will most definitely carry you. Although he is only hybrid at the last upgrade, so you do need someone to carry you through the hill units or air units or enemies, whatever. And his evolution as well is arguably one of the strongest in the game, second or better than Vash even, whatever. It's arguable, but yeah, I highly recommend him. The second unit I would also recommend is Vegeta Super, mainly because he's hybrid on placement, which no one else in the game is, I'm pretty sure, which makes him really good because he can instantly kill air units. You know, if any air units are leaking, or enemies even, they're leaking, you can easily just place him down and kill them. He's pretty good. He's just basically really good for beginners. As an honorable mention, I would also recommend NL, I guess, because he's hybrid. Well, he starts off as a ground, but like 2 upgrades in, he's a hybrid, and I guess that would be viable. But I wouldn't really use him as a beginner because of his high SBA and the later upgrades. So yeah, and then the third mythic unit I would recommend would be Yumiko, since she's also one of the 2 farm units in the game, which makes her really good, you know, because she's a farm. And in my opinion, I kind of think she is better than Nami, and her evolution is also really good as well. So yeah, there's really nothing much to say about Yumiko, other than that, like, she's a farm and she's good. Okay, so I'm going to show you some things that new players might miss, because it's very common. Like, one of my friends also missed some stuff as well. So, the first thing that new players might miss is the daily spin. Always do this, because you have a chance to get 10 rerolls, which is really good, 3 mythic shards, or fragments, whatever, which is really good, 15 epics, 15 legendaries. That's insane, by the way. But yeah, it's really good. Even if you get 3,000 gold, that's still helpful. It's a free spin. You get a free spin every 12 hours, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Or maybe actually, since it's daily spin, it's probably 24 hours. But yeah, that's the daily spin. Make sure to always do that. Secondly, I would also make sure to check the index at all times. If you need some more gems while spinning, just remember, just go back to the index, claim all. And then you also have the milestones here, which give you gems and trait rerolls for like things like discovering towers, like basically obtaining new towers, obtaining mythics, obtaining epics, obtaining legendaries. You get a bunch of trait rerolls and gems for just doing this, so yeah, I would highly recommend that. I would also check level milestones, although you'll have to play the game a bit to like unlock the first one. Level milestones, some people still miss, so you know, I'll just like to put that in. It gives you a bunch of gems, bunch of trait rerolls, and a bunch of fragments depending on what level you are. So yeah, that's level milestones, but I would also very highly recommend this. Checking quests at all times, and especially, no, not these ones, not daily, not infinite story, but always checking weekly ones, because it's random for everyone, right? But look at this, just one quest for killing enemies to get 500 gems. But that's not what I'm talking about. It's because sometimes you can get weekly summon quests, right, for just summoning, but you can get more than once. You can get weekly summon 1, weekly summon 2, weekly summon 3, weekly summon 4, weekly summon 5, and that's what happened when I started playing this game. I had like 5 weekly summon quests, and each time I summoned and ran out of gems, I would always complete a weekly summon quest, which would give me even way more gems, by the way. I'm talking about like 7k, 8k for just like 5 weekly summons, which let me continue spinning and eventually, you know, let me obtain a mythic, which is, you know, pretty neat. Yeah, a lot of people miss that out, but also daily is pretty good as well. Doesn't give that much gems as weekly, but you know, it is daily, so technically it does in the span of like 6 days, basically, if you get what I mean, guys. Also, make sure to check out the pass, because it is really good for gems and trait rules. Really good for gems, though. I'm heavy on gems. If you do have the Robux as well, I would highly recommend getting the premium pass, because it will give you way more gems, way more traits, star engrams, which is like star rerules, basically, and all of that. Look at this. And then you can also get the shiny mythic unit at the end, which is pretty cool. Also, if you do have some spare gold, check out the gold shop, because it is really good. The things I would recommend you buy and don't buy from the shop is, well, first of all, I would recommend you don't buy the food items or any fragment up to rare, I would say, because epic, if you do need epics, then you can get them, but any fragment up to rare, do not get these, okay, because it is just a waste of gold. What I would say is worth it, though, is trait rerolls, stat engrams, and legendary fragments. Not the normal stat engrams, but the perfect ones, because I think you would need more of these than them, because you can get normal stat engrams easily. Make sure to also buy the mythic fragment as well if it ever comes in the shop. It's only 7k. It's really good, because since you know, mythic fragments can be hard to get for some people. But yeah, that's the shop. Lastly, make sure to utilize the training system, because this is actually insane, I'm not gonna lie, because with how units in this game like level up from feeding and stuff, it's just not enough. Like, for example, using like 81 holo jellies will only give my unit at least like 40 levels, maybe 30. That's not enough. But what you can do is level up units offline and online, basically. All you need to do is just put a unit in here and it just passively gains XP. Do note that I also have 2 times XP, so that's why it's gaining 1 every second instead of like 0.5. And I also have an extra slot because I bought it here, as you can see. But I would also recommend buying a slot, either a slot or 2 times XP because it would help. It really helps a lot. But I think I would recommend the slot more since your unit can go from level 1 to 100 like overnight without the 2 times XP kind of fast. Maybe like 6. Give it 16 hours maybe, and it'll get there possibly. Maybe even less than that. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not a long time. I also forgot this, but a quick note: the game doesn't tell you this, but it is really helpful for new players that don't realize this. You can actually convert fragments like epics to legendaries instead of just converting from legendaries to epics. All you need to do is just put in an amount that I think it's 3 epics for a legendary, right? Yeah, you just need 3 epics for a legendary, and you can click on this and you can convert it, and it's a legendary, 3 legendary fragment. Well, not 3, but you know what I mean. And you can do the same with a legendary fragment here. 3 legendary fragments for 1 mythic fragment. There you go, and that's a mythic fragment. But for the rares, I think it's 4. Yeah, my bad. It's 4 fragments for an epic, for 1 epic, and I don't know how much it is for common for rare. Maybe a 5. Yeah, 5 common fragments for 1 rare. So yeah, that's pretty helpful because I found this out myself as well. The game doesn't tell you, which is kind of a bummer, but you know. And I guess as well, just make sure to claim daily rewards because I don't think it gives you a pop-up whenever you join the game when you haven't claimed it. But yeah, it's at the bottom left. Just click it. 3 rewards. It's actually pretty good rewards, not gonna lie. Compared to like other anime tower defense rewards for daily, like the daily rewards, this is actually one of the best, I'm pretty sure, in terms of what you get. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to things on how to evolve units quick and fast, i.e. like getting the evolution requirements, getting worthiness of stat rerolls. I'll show you. And it's actually a pretty simple method. This applies for both stat worthiness and kills for evolution requirements. What I would do is I would get a unit, any mythic unit that needs an evolution, and that is a fairly high, well, it depends because there's 2 methods, but for this method I will be using one that's fairly high level. It doesn't need to be level 100. I guess the minimum level for this would be 60, 50, even 40 maybe, I don't know, but at least it has to have some good damage at least. And then what I would do is you should have completed story by now, right? So what I would do is I go in Mundo, Act 6 here, click start, and I would also recommend getting 3 times speed as well because it does help you out a lot. And I know I said this for like every thing that costs Robux, but it does help you out, like honestly, and that's why I do recommend it highly because I have all of them, so I can tell you if it does help or not. Go in a stage like this, get some farm units down, right? And what I would do is I'd just place a Rengoku here, I guess. And I kind of picked a bad unit for this because the stage has air units, but I don't really have anything to like kill the air units with since this guy is ground. Well, I do here, but obviously you want to do this with just the unit itself, and that's it. So I'll place the Vegeta there for the air units, doesn't matter. Also, make sure to maximize at the start how much of them you place. Obviously, the airs are going to get passed because this guy's a ground only, but make sure you maximize the placements. And we just have to wait until we kill the boss. I'll speed this up. Oh well, no, don't even need to speed up. Just go with that unit here. Okay, and that is that. So now you've completed this stage, and as I know of, this is the easiest method. I think maybe the quickest method to farm kills and worthiness potential ever with it. So just for your guys' sake, I did some calculations, and if you do get all of the kills that like on the unit that you want to like grind whatever on, right, about 380 kills. So I did some like math, use a calculator. So in 14 runs you would be getting 5k kills, well, over 5k kills, but that's like the minimum, because if you did 13, that's not enough for 5k, but 14 kills is enough for 5k in this map and in this stage. So you need to do this run 14 times on the same unit, which doesn't take that long, by the way. It only takes like maybe an hour or even under, basically, because I've done this method for like all of my units basically. Okay, so now I'll also get to the other method, which is the more easier one for like new players. I guess I would say for like people who don't have high level mythic units, they this other method is really good as well. So this method is basically just like the last one. For example, I'll get let's get a level 1 Akaza here. I'm equipped. Okay, what you want to do is go in Clown Town and Act 6. Make sure it's Act 6. I've not really tried any other acts, but just listen to me and do Act 6. So now we're in Act 6, you just want to do the same. I'll speed this up in a second. First one, you just want to do the same, maximize your Akaza placements and or whatever mythic unit you're using, and yeah. And there you go, guys. It's just easy like that. And for your guys' sake as well, I'll put it on screen. I've done the calculations again. It's about 308 kills per run if you do get all of the kills on your unit, you know. And let's just round it down to 300 to make it easier. You will need to do around 17 runs of the same to get 5k, at least 5k kills, which is, you know, again 100% worthiness and evolution requirements. So yeah, that's just the method for people who don't have high level units, which I would also recommend. I mean, you can try this with Alien Island if you want. I don't know how that'll go, or Demon Winter, whatever, or the Sand one. But this is the method that I do, and yeah, it works for me, so it should work for you. Okay, I think I've covered almost basically like everything that you guys need in this video. If you guys like need any help with anything, make sure to comment down below, because I will help you. I will respond. I can't guarantee it, but I will check comments from time to time, and I will respond to them if I can. But yeah, the last topic I think I will get into today is macroing, aka farming gems. As you can see here, I've got 70k from a macro. So in my opinion, there are two things you should either be macroing. First one is raids here, which give like government flag tokens, and Akpol gives Usopp, which you can also spend the flags in here for like stuff, fragments, secret fragments, traits, stuff like that. And the second one I recommend is Tailed Beast Unleashed, which is actually, I think, really easy in my opinion. And it gives you a really good amount of rewards if you do macro it. And I recommend this one more for new players. So what you want to do is just macro, basically. You can search up tutorials on YouTube. I'm just here to give you tips, not give you tutorials. Well, it's kind of the same thing, but you guys know what I mean, right? If you want to make your own method as well, at least follow the recommended here, and also look at the not recommended to like know what you don't need to bring. I would also suggest at least bringing someone that is multi-hit that can break shields. Most notably, I would bring in Ulquiorra, because he is probably the best unevo mythic to destroy shields, as his last attacks are like a multi-hit slow. Slow doesn't matter, it's just the multi-hit that matters. And with the rewards, you get headbands, which you can spend on Tailed Beast capsules. And if you open these capsules as well, you also get rewards like trait rerolls, fragments here, mythics, legendaries. I don't know if you get a chance to have get the secret one, but yeah. Food as well, tracker onigiri. This is probably the best food in the game right now. This is like the only food that is good. And starting grams as well. But you also have a chance to get a Minato unit, which I've heard mixed opinions about it. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. I've heard he's pretty good, so I guess you could also try and go for him as well. But yeah, I would recommend more doing this, as it's just easier, more than the raids for new players, because I'll just tell you this, Act 4 is way too hard for you. You can't macro that solo unless you have like Emperor units, the 1 units, and that's the same for Act 3. And you can possibly do Act 2. I don't know if I can do Act 2. Like, I tried it, but I just couldn't do it. But that's when my units were kind of bad, and I don't want to do it right now, I guess, because I'm not bothered. But that's when you're at like a level like mine, so you probably can't even do that anyways. In Act 1 even, you can... there's just no point, because you do get some flags, but it's only a very small amount, and you only get 100 gems compared to the 200 that you get from doing a Tailed Beast. So yeah, Tailed Beast gives more, but I'm not sure about this. I don't know if I'm wrong with this or not. You do also get levels from Tailed Beasts as well, but I think raids give more levels. I'm not sure about that. Someone can fact check me in the comments, but yeah, I'm pretty sure raids give more levels, but I would not recommend doing that anyways as a new player. Also, by the way, you can do challenges as well with a decent unevo mythic with a decently high level, because they are just story acts, but they're way more harder, you know, with more HP in that. I wouldn't say way more harder, but it's scaled from what story is, basically. But yeah, guys, that is literally all I have for today. If you have any suggestions in the comments, please make sure to tell me, and I will maybe think about listening to them. Also, like I said before, if you have any questions, just tell me. I'll make sure to answer them. You know, if I didn't like go through anything that you wanted to know through this video, then just tell me. Make sure to like and subscribe, because I would also really appreciate that. We're almost at 2k subs, which I thank you guys for. In my next video will probably be just on this game again. You know, I don't know what topic, but it'll probably be this game. So I will see you guys the next time. Bye.